a lot of the issues or a lot of the problems or challenges that advertisers face when trying to allocate budget is, first of all, what percentage of my budget do I allocate across the different media types? So do I put more money into digital? Do I put more money into traditional or branding advertising? Do I put more into TV? Do I put more into radio? So how do I actually split my budget across the different media channels to create the most effective advertising campaign? And so a lot of the research that we do, like our business is both data driven, it's technology driven, but it's also research driven. And a lot of the research that we've done recently has shown the correct allocation, or the best practice allocation. This is from a piece of research done by the Institute of Practitioners of Advertising, two guys who are referred to as the godfathers of advertising effectiveness, Les Binet and Peter Field. And their piece of research ran over 30 years of case studies and campaigns of the most effective advertising across the UK and European markets. And what those 1,000 case studies found across 80 different industries and over 30 years was that the split generally works out at about 60-40. So there's a 60-40 rule when it comes to advertising allocation of budget. 60% of the budget should be based on branding advertising. So how do you get the branding message out there? How do you get the most effective brand for your business out there? 60% of the budget should be allocated to doing that. It should be allocated to talking to your advertisers from a branding perspective. And then 40% of your advertising budget should be spent on sales activation. So how are you actually driving sales into the business? And the combination of the two is actually the most effective in the long run. So over a 3 to 5 year period, if you mix that 60-40 rule, as in your branding advertising with your sales activation advertising, that's where businesses see the biggest business effects on growth of their business. So sales, revenue, profits, market share, all of those big business effects have the major impact once a business implicates or implements that 60-40 rule in their business. 60% of the budget allocated towards branding, 40% towards digital. And that's proven, scientifically proven from research from the Institute of Practitioners of Advertising. The other piece of the jigsaw is how many channels should I then advertise on? So should I be putting my media budget into one channel, as in like TV? Should I be putting it into just social or radio? So again, there's a huge amount of research that has been done on this particular topic. And one that we've used and found really effective in terms of the research is a piece of research done by Analytics Partners. That was 3,200 case studies, again across a number of different industries. And what they found was that the businesses who advertise across 5 media channels get a 35% increase in the return on investment over the businesses who only advertise on 1 media channel. So basically spending exactly the same amount of budget. So for example, if you're spending €100,000 or dollars or pounds a year on advertising, and you're only advertising on 1 channel, and you're spending €100,000 or dollars or pounds a year on 5 channel advertising, you're getting a 35% increase on your advertising effectiveness by doing the 5 channel strategy. And so therefore, and one of the key findings of the research as well was that only 8% of small medium enterprises are actually doing the 5 channel strategy. So there's a huge opportunity there for businesses to be integrating their advertising much more effectively, to get a better return on their advertising. And again, some of the problems that we find, why aren't businesses doing this more? Well, first of all, they don't know about the data and the research, but secondly, for small medium enterprises, it's really difficult to plan, purchase, manage and measure those 5 channels because it's a really heavy lifting, time consuming process. And so therefore part of our remit in Buy Media is to help businesses to understand, first of all, the data and the research, but secondly, how to actually execute on the planning, the purchasing, the management and the learning within their business to get these more effective advertising campaigns to help their businesses grow more quickly and more effectively. If you find this research is interesting to your business, you'd like to find out a bit more about how you can grow your business through more effective advertising, please click on the link below or get in touch with us to arrange a meeting or a demo of the Buy Media platform.